Good evening. At 6 o'clock, I'd like to call the regular board meeting to order. Please call the roll.
Jim Eck. Here. Dwight Wirtz.
Yes.
Larry Trent. Here. Jill Griffin.
Here.
Donna Ware.
Here.
Brian Campbell. Here. Tammy Smith Williams.
Here.
Abigail Eilerman.
Here.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now is the time for public comment. Do we have anybody wishing to address the board? The format for the board is everybody's given 3 minutes to address the board. Seeing no one, we'll move on. Thank you.
The tentative fiscal year 2026 budget presentation.
Yeah, so I'm going to, as tradition, read a statement we've prepared, and then of course attached is that tentative budget. So this year's fiscal year 26 tentative budget reflects the continued college focus on our student-centered strategic plan. The college has a history of accomplishment in our teaching and learning space, service, and economic development to support our district, region, and state. The budget also reflects our continued support to provide innovative technology to our students and team members. During the fiscal year 25 budget process, we were faced with a multi-million-dollar decrease in expended state funding. The college was able to face this knowing it had operating reserves and interest that could be successfully accessed as needed. We expect to end fiscal year 25 with expenditures seeking revenues by just under $1 million. As in prior years, our entire team has done remarkable work of focusing on reducing spending and conserving dollars where possible, while still focused on growing enrollment, expanding access, and exploring new methods to bring agility and flexibility to our services and our programs. This cannot be accomplished truly without a team that is grounded in a dedication and focus on student progress and success. Some highlights for the fiscal year 26 budget. As to our tentative budget presented tonight, the fiscal year 26, all of us, led through our finance team, and Mary Schulte and Cindy McCoy have worked diligently through a common lens of efficiency and relevance to construct this year's fiscal year 26 budget. Although we are receiving a slight increase of $28,000 in fiscal year 26 state funding allocation compared to fiscal year 25, we have not regained nearly $3.2 million of decreased funding from previous years. Career and technical education estimates in the budget based on fiscal year 25 allocations, as we are still awaiting CTE allocations from ICCB. On the other hand, district property values overall increased 9.7%, with Calhoun County having the greatest increase of 22.2%. Jersey County increased 11%, Madison County increased 9%, and Scott County increased slightly less than 8.9%. Or slightly less than 9% at 8.9. Macomb County increased 8.2. Morgan County had a 2% increase, representing the low side of the EAV increases, and Greene County was slightly higher with a 6.7% increase. The Lewis and Clark budget balances responsibility and accountability to our taxpayers, team members, and the entire region. Our budget process aligns with our 4 key directions to support targeted growth through funding replacement of full-time faculty positions in EMS, paramedic, welding, nurse assisting, and biology. Several of those are on tonight's agenda, with 2 more coming in September. As you are aware from previous reorganizational work, we continue to carefully evaluate all positions that become vacant and diligently work to design roles that may support long-term essential needs for the institution. A few critical questions will always frame decisions include: how does our recommendation support student success and our team? And does the recommendation align with our 4 key directions? The fiscal year 26 operating budget philosophy continues to involve participation across departments of the college. In previous years, expenditure budgets were built from prior year accounts, which were subsequently adjusted based on expected changes in expenditures. The fiscal year 26 operating budget process was to begin from zero, and we built from identifying anticipated expenditures. This was our zero-based budget philosophy we implemented this year. The fiscal year 26 tentative operating budget is in excess of $34.6 million. This represents a decrease of over $550,000 under the fiscal year 25 operating budget. As shared, the fiscal year 26 budget continues to place special emphasis on commitment to athletics, information technology, and data transparency, continuing to improve enrollment and team compensation and benefits while maintaining reliability in other support functions of the college. Our budget is grounded in responsibility, balance, and intent. We will not invest in anything not linked to supporting students, not linked to supporting our ability to grow, not linked to supporting our ability to improve relevance as a college, or not linked to supporting our team members at LC. It is important to emphasize work being done by team members in securing competitive grants and contracts. I would like to share that in addition to what is considered the operating budget, $34.6 million, approximately $10 million is budgeted in restricted fund in competitive programs and grant contracts to fund services, innovation, research, and instruction. The state budget also includes reappropriation of prior capital projects for fiscal year 26 plan. In addition to the $37.1 million remaining to complete the fire alarm project, Haskell projects, and renovation of the main complex, money has been reappropriated for daycare facility, engineering annex, and work on the Trimpe greenhouse. If you remember, last year we did have a proposal for those dollars being shifted over to a workforce development space, and I've shared with the board and other communication that there's another opportunity there where hopefully those funds become available for us to leverage in the coming fiscal year, in fiscal year 27. The state projects, continuations and reappropriations total almost $41.4 million. All projects are appropriated from the Capital Development Bond Fund. We are still awaiting guidance from the state as to how and when those funds for the latter three projects will be released and made available to pursue improvements. Additional highlights for fiscal year 26, a couple of just highlighted bullets here. Continuance of fully insured group health insurance for full-time employees at an overall decrease of 16%. Salary increases of 5% to full-time faculty and full-time staff. The total operating budget is right over $31.7 million in revenues. 12.9% of the budget, approximately $4.1 million, comes from the state of Illinois through the Illinois Community College Board. 49.5, which is approximately $15.5 million, comes from the college district. 31.2, approximately $9.9 million, comes from tuition and fees. 3.2%, approximately $1 million, represents other sources such as sales and services, investment revenue, and facility rentals. 3.2%, which is another $1 million, are funds that are or can be transferred in from indirect cost from the restricted grants and programs. The operating budget reflects revenues to be approximately $3 million less than expenses in fiscal year 26. The excess is expenses, the excess in expenses will come from the surplus in our operating funds and or interest earnings. As we have reported in the fiscal year 25 budget review, the college had received an unprecedented high allocation of corporate personal property replacement tax, the CPPRT revenue in fiscal year 22 and 23. Fiscal year 24 and 25, those revenues were reduced significantly from the two prior years, and we anticipate another reduction in fiscal year 26 as CPPRT revenues begin to level off. We project the amount we will receive is $853,000, $500,000 less than received in fiscal year 25. The total budget operating fund expenditures total approximately $34.7 million. More than one half, 56.1 of the total budget, is in direct support of instruction, academic support, and student services. This is up slightly from fiscal year 25, which was 55.2%. The operations and maintenance represents 21.4% of our budget. Last year was 21.5, so pretty much level. Institutional support, scholarships, and public service represent 18.8% of the budget. Last year was 20.1, so a little bit down there. Interfund transfers represent 3.7% of the budget. Last year, 3.2. Total salaries are 58.7 of the total budget. Last year was a little higher than that, 59.5, so down about 1%. These are some of the highlights of this year's budget. I do want to thank the team and, of course, the board, and would recommend that this budget to the board for review and subsequent approval at next month's board meeting. I again want to thank everybody involved in this. Mary's team works so hard to keep things moving in a positive way, and I think our philosophy of a zero-based approach, really focusing on how these dollars are invested into our students' best interest and the overall success of the college is really taking shape. So again, I appreciate your consideration, and thank you for the opportunity to present this tentative budget.
Next, we have Jessica Noble with a program update.
I want to thank Jessica for being here again as she walks up. So Jessica's going to share some exciting news happening in criminal justice. So thank you, Jessica.
Sorry. Is it working? No? Yes? Okay, there we go. Sorry. I'm loud anyway. I can just talk. Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica Noble. I'm the coordinator of the criminal justice program here at Lewis and Clark. If you don't know me, I'm going into my 15th year here. My prior experience was juvenile probation, just side note. So, yeah, so as I've been here, we've changed a lot of things in curriculum and the way that we offer classes to students. And Dr. Traska and Dr. Sawinski asked our department if we would like to be the next competency-based education program. And so last semester I had the opportunity to develop a course with our contractor Brandy. I really enjoyed it, even though curriculum is clearly not my thing originally. So I took that as a challenge, and now we're going to make the whole program competency-based. And I want to give you guys a little bit of info about who we think this will be marketed to. So we have a lot of individuals in criminal justice that work irregular shift hours, or they change shifts periodically, and it does become an issue for them to get to class, and sometimes online is even a challenge because, you know, due dates. So competency-based education and the way that we're going to have it to where they'll be at their own pace, they're going to be able to complete their degrees. And a side note, there are quite a few agencies that still hire, are smaller agencies in the area that still hire without a degree. And then Department of Corrections, I'm really hoping I can smooth my way in there and talk to them because they do hire with a high school diploma. So I'm hoping that I can market this to them, and yeah, and anyone else that needs the flexibility option. I don't want it to sound like it's just going to be for those individuals, but yeah, we're really looking forward to it. We're hoping for a launch of fall of 2026. Ooh. That's not that long away, is it? Or spring of 2027. So, but we just appreciate your guys' support, the institution support, and the board for letting us to, you know, be able to offer some opportunities to those in the community that already serve and work really hard for us. So, thank you guys.
Thank you, Jessica. And another exciting part of this is, and I'll talk a little bit more about it in my quick update, is looking at a partnership with SIUE. Dr. Miner and I met today, and we're looking at really some unique 2+2, so kind of rethinking what the transfer agreements look like, where you have programs like criminal justice and the other is business administration, where students can start at Lewis and Clark on a CBE pathway, which, you know, current design of a degree is 2 years, but maybe it's a 1 + 1.3, where you finish that 4-year credential in less time. And it's really designed for that non-traditional student that Jessica is pointing to, those folks that work full-time, have families, and this agility sort of idea that, hey, I can work through this program on my own terms, hopefully, you know, attracts more interest. And we do believe it will, just based on not only research, but just seeing what's happening in the environment in general. So actually extremely exciting to see what can happen there. So thank you, Jessica, for your leadership.
Thank you, Jessica. Now we have the omnibus agenda.
The omnibus agenda is presented for a vote. Is there any item the board would like to be held out and voted separately? If not, I'll take a motion to approve the omnibus agenda.
Motion.
Jill A motion? Second?
Second.
Second by Larry. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Eck. Griffin.
Yes.
Trent.
Yes.
Wertz.
Yes.
Ware.
Yes.
Campbell. Smith.
Yes.
Eilerman.
Yes.
Under action items, the audit policy revision.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that.
Thank you, Larry. Larry, do I have a second, please?
Se-
Tammy, second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Eck.
Yes.
Trent.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Wertz.
Yes.
Griffin.
Yes.
Ware.
Yes.
Campbell. Eilerman.
Yes.
The organization restructure of division assistant.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Uh,
Second.
Donna's motion, Jill second. Do I have any discussion? Please call the roll.
Who was the first?
Donna?
Oh, Donna.
Sorry. Jill second.
Eck.
Yes.
Ware.
Yes.
Griffin.
Yes.
Wertz.
Yes.
Trent.
Yes.
Campbell. Smith.
Yes.
Eilerman.
Yes. Organization restructure for approval of promotion.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Donna first. Do I have a second?
A second.
Who made the second? Abby made the second. Any discussion?
I would just, on behalf of the students, want to commend Sarah Ditterline for her just unwavering support for students. She goes out of her way to find solutions for us, stay extra time. So I've seen her with faculty as well that are struggling, and she comes in with solutions. So I fully endorse what you're doing, but I also want to highlight that Sarah is really a great example for all of us.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Eck.
Yay.
Ware.
Yes.
Griffin.
Yes.
Wertz.
Yes.
Trent.
Yes.
Campbell. Smith.
Yes.
Eilerman.
Yes.
The approval of the new avionics AAS degree program.
Do I have a motion?
I make a motion.
Tammy made the motion.
Second.
Jill made the second. Any discussion?
Yes. I'm just curious. I think it's a great program. I'm glad they're doing it.
Yep.
Who's going to be teaching?
So we are hiring faculty to do that, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, and Tom can probably talk a little bit more on it, but yeah, we're now in those approval processes, which can take a little time, so but we'll have a full-time. I think, didn't we bring someone on, Tom, or we're in the works, right?
We have 2
Yep.
consultants right now that are in line to be our first 2 instructors.
Yep.
So,
And a big part of this program was also funded through Bring Back the Trades grant that we received, I don't know, 400-something thousand. We had to return a little bit of the money because we didn't leverage it all. We didn't need it, so, yeah.
so this is just approving that it becomes a program.
It becomes an associate degree.
But, oh, okay. And
Yeah.
then
So we-
the curriculum hasn't been laid out yet
No,
fully, has it?
the
Okay.
consultants are building that now.
Okay.
Yep, and it's in partnership with Gulfstream and Westar, so they're helping inform the curriculum, being sure it's in line with their needs, yeah. It's exciting.
Do you view that it'll be competency-based, or how do you?
That's our hope, yeah, yeah. I mean, essentially, that program is, and by design, so, yeah. Thank you.
Please call the roll.
Eck.
Yes.
Ware.
Yes.
Griffin.
Yes.
Wertz.
Yes.
Trent.
Yes.
Campbell. Smith.
Yes.
Eilerman.
Yes.
Under informational items, Dr. Traska?
Yeah, so are there any questions on any of those things? I've asked Dr. Artis if she can talk briefly about capital project update and deferred maintenance. Our roof bids are coming up, and then anything else that there might be questions around. Thank you.
Yeah, just to give you guys a little fresher news than what was in the board book. We are officially out to bid on the main complex roof projects. If you'll recall, AIC has the Wade Roof Project, and that bid opening is August 21st. The other 4 buildings that has gone to bid today, and the bid opening will be September 9th. We anticipate bringing both of those to the board for approval at the September 16th board meeting, and then we'll work on making sure, obviously, that our Baldwin, Phobes, and Caldwell roofs are the priority, so we can get those done and start the abatement phase and keep things on track. We are still waiting on CDB's response from the 50% construction document submittal, so nothing new there, but I do want to give kudos to Brad, and I think I saw Matt Clark, and their teams who are really making things happen. We're working on some pardon our progress signs because there is so much going on, and as we are seeing students come onto campus and walking through these buildings that we've done some selective demo in, but they've been working on moving out all of the junk, so to speak, of the empty rooms, and working on moving our bookstore, getting the old cafeteria renovated for our bookstore. And, just thanks to all of our team members who are really kind of crammed into spaces right now, but we're all working to serve those students and get them ready for the first day of classes. So any questions on deferred maintenance or capital projects? All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, Dr. Artis. Under leadership team reports.
So I just walk through a couple of things. So next week, everybody's back, so it's exciting. And I think I mentioned it last month. My colleague, Eve Solomon-Fernandez, will be in town. She gets in town Monday. There's a group of us, faculty leadership and the exec team, will be having dinner with her on Monday evening, and then Tuesday we kick off the semester. I give my sort of opening welcome, and then Eve will come on and sort of piggyback that, so we're really excited. And then she's going to spend the day on campus, meeting with different groups and, just providing some mentorship and just discussion, so it's going to be exciting. The capital campaign feasibility study is currently happening. I think the board may have been contacted just to get your perspective and opinion on where you think we could be with that, so I do appreciate participation in that. One of the things Lewis and Clark, exec team, and I talked about this, there's an opportunity at the state level to participate in a statewide economic impact study, so basically looking at regions of the state and what impact community colleges have from a financial perspective and a return on investment from earning a credential or degree from a college. So this is going to be part of a consortium with other community colleges, and we haven't, I think it's been 10, 15 years, somebody help me here, since the last time we did one, or longer? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been 2010, so it's been about 15 years since Lewis and Clark has actually independently done something, so this will be a little bit more cost-effective to go at a state level, so we're excited about that. And we'll also factor some of that into strategic plan, marketing materials, highlight some of those key things when we're talking to legislators and things of that nature. I know Jessica mentioned working with Brandy, but we're moving forward with both Kurt Lindbergh and Brandy Westmoreland. They're going to continue this next year. Kurt's going to continue to provide leadership on finalizing the child care development program. He's also going to co-lead our CBE mover team on campus and provide additional leadership, creating orientations and helping develop other curriculum for other programs. He's also going to be part of the agreement we're going to have with SIUE, where probably in the next week or two, Dean Hayek and I, he's the Dean of Business at SIUE, are meeting to finalize what that could look like, to where they would share the investment of Kurt, so that we're developing the programs simultaneously. So we're really excited about that. Let's see, again, thank Jessica is also traveling with myself and Brian and Dr. Fuller. We're going to be in New Orleans presenting kind of part 3 of our CBE journey. So we're really excited to highlight some of the things that we've been able to do, share some data, but also Jessica's going to have an opportunity to talk a little bit about her program and some of the things that we're trying to do there. Brian has a really big part in that presentation. You know, most of the slides go to him, so, you know. Did I just get a ding for a canceled flight? What's going on? I mean, I'm just kidding, you know. Also on the agenda, you approved some additional faculty and team members. We're really excited to see some fresh faces. We have 2 additional faculty that didn't make, they're just going through the sort of hiring reviews, but we have a new welding instructor who we're really excited about, a female, and she's amazing. She's familiar with CBE, is going to bring a new energy to the program, and then another nursing faculty. So you'll see their names in September, although by policy the board doesn't have to approve those. You'll acknowledge them in September, but I wanted to at least let you know that was happening. So that's all I've got for this evening, and just want to thank you all again. So thanks. Oh, and also you do have a little piece of marketing collateral that our marketing and PR teams put together that goes out. Coaches bring this out and our recruiters, so just something to take a look at. Thanks.
Now, we will not be going into closed session. We'll move on to the last item would be, do I have a motion to approve the recommendation to Ms. Brandon Pirtle, Computer Support Specialist from employment effective immediately? Do I have a motion?
Second.
Larry second. First, Jill second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Eck. Griffin.
Yes.
Trent. Wertz.
Yes.
Ware.
Yes.
Campbell. Smith.
Yes.
Eilerman.
Yes.
Motion passes. No further business. This meeting is adjourned.